now talk about Republicans in North Carolina. They spend lots of time yelling and screaming, talking about the issue of voter fraud. Guess what? We now have an example of voter fraud involving the Republicans. There seemed to be an actual voter fraud, again, in a congressional district in North Carolina with absentee ballots. It's so suspicious. The state will not certify the results until a hearing later this month, and they are going to actually televise. The winner so far is the Republican with less than 1,000 vote margin, about 905 votes. The state GOP, they are pressuring the state election board to certify the results. The board says, hell no, that is not going to happen. Joining us right now is Doug Wilson, Deputy Executive Director of the North Carolina Democratic Party. So, Doug, we hear Republicans love talking about voter fraud in your state, but are they kind of silent on this one?
Thank you for having me, Roland. Yes, the Republicans are trying to push the board to certify the election quickly. We are saying, the Democratic Party, that this needs to be investigated thoroughly, and the voters need to be heard. This is a good example of election tampering, and these same Republicans are trying to push for voter ID and try to push for other pieces of legislation to suppress the vote. And this is an example of where we believe there needs to be an investigation. Clearly, something has gone on, and we want the voters to be heard. So
exactly what is it? So talk about this whole idea of harvesting. And so what are folks suggesting that ballots were thrown away, they were not turned in? So exactly what's the issue?
Yeah, and that's trying to find out. There have been voters who have turned in affidavits to the local board of election, state board of election, who said that there was an individual who came to their house and said that I'm here to collect your absentee ballot. And they claim to be from the Harris campaign. Well, not Harris campaign, but it claimed to be from the local board of elections. And they collected these affidavits, they collected these ballots, excuse me. And nobody knows where those ballots went. And so that's what we're trying to find out now. That's what the investigation is trying to find out now.
So you have individuals who said that I filled out an absentee ballot, but it wasn't turned in. Also, I've read some stories where people said the ballots were not placed in sealed envelopes.
Yes, that's correct. And so if you look at the data across the district, the Democrat, Dan McCready, did well with absentee ballots in all the other counties, for exception of Bladen County. And the reason why there was some concern in Bladen County is that Republicans only make up a certain percentage of the vote there, but yet the Republican Mark Harris had a higher absentee ballot percentage among voters. And so that is where the Board of Election noticed that there was something strange going on there.
All right, then. Well, we certainly will pay attention to see what happens in North Carolina, how Republicans are the games that they're playing there. I doubt very seriously we'll see Donald Trump tweeting about voter fraud by Republicans in North Carolina. Doug Wilson, thanks a lot. You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.